News now from Tamil Nadu. Do you remember the shots and photographs of all the floats that were there in Chennai on Republic Day of the 26th of January? And they all bore the photograph of former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Jayalalitha. Well, that was not the only case. In fact, at the trade fair going on in Chennai, it's pretty much the same case. Shisha Reddy sent us this report.
It has been over 100 days since Jayalalitha resigned as Chief Minister. But move around Chennai and you may think that she's still the Chief Minister. At this trade fair in Chennai, it is Jayalalitha who is presiding deity at all department stalls. The real Chief Minister, O. Paneerselvam, does not even make a guest appearance. The Madras High Court, responding to a PIL, said existing rules permit display of portrait of the former Chief Minister in government offices.
Not be too power centered. As far as I am concerned, if a person is heading a state, he or she should be fully responsible for it and fully able to control everything that is being done. Having two power centers is going to create a lot of problems for everyone, including the AIADMK.
She is a convict. She was imprisoned for 4 years for amassing wealth. So Jayalalitha's case is different from a former chief minister's, of any other former chief minister's case. That the official should understand.
Observers point out that even the courts have failed to put an end to the two chief ministers issue in Tamil Nadu.
Tamil Nadu officially has only one chief minister. Tamil Nadu does not have two chief ministers. The chief minister has a chief minister for himself. That is the problem. There is only one chief minister for this Tamil Nadu, but that particular chief minister, Mr. Paneerselvam, seems to think that he has one chief minister above him.
Just like on Republic Day, here too, it would seem as if the clock in Tamil Nadu has not moved beyond September 27, the day Jayalalitha was convicted and had to resign. Tamil Nadu continues to be ruled by two chief ministers. One, the People's Chief Minister, Jayalalitha, and the one who occupies the State Secretariat, O. Paneerselvam. With camera person Daniel, Srisha Reddy in Chennai for Headlines Today.
Right, very interesting shots out there at the trade fair in Chennai. Joining me now from Chennai is well-known Carnatic musician and a concerned Chennai, T.M. Krishna. Also, Shisha Reddy joins me from the venue of the trade fair. Mr. T.M. Krishna, to you first, how does it feel to be in a state with two chief ministers? It's almost like you voted for one, but you get two.
It's not like you pay for one product and you get another free. I mean, I don't think it works the same way. It actually speaks volumes about, first of all, the party structure. And this is not true of only AIADMK. I think this is true of DMK also, and it's been true of the culture of this state for decades now. The fact is that we have one monolithic superstar of a leader, and therefore there is nothing else that is allowed to grow around that leader in either one of the parties, whether it's the DMK or the AIADMK. So we technically have Mr. Paneerselvam as Chief Minister, but I think the party itself believes that he is not the Chief Minister. The party itself seems to only believe that Jayalalitha herself is still the Chief Minister. I think this is a serious problem, and it's also a problem that we as citizens of the state don't have a problem with this. It's almost like, we know that Paneerselvam is Chief Minister, but of course Amma is there. I mean, we also seem to take it so casually. So I think it's a problem not only in the party, it's also a problem in the culture that we've developed as a society here.
Right. Srisha, there have been many cartoons lampooning whatever we saw on Republic Day with all those floats showing Jayalalitha's face very prominently. Has there been any official word from the AIADMK government in Chennai?
Well, yes, Sudhir, very recently after this whole controversy broke out, the Information Minister Rajendra Balaji did say that, I quote, he said, she is our leader, and though the government is run by her, in fact, she take the decision. So yes, it is on record that he went on to say this. But again, as a Tamil Nadu as a state, we do know that how it's been functioning. As you also clearly pointed out that, the state has two chief ministers, one on paper, the other one who controls the chief minister. So yes, the sycophancy is ruling the roost for nearly more than 125 days since Jayalalitha was disqualified. And then, with recent all of these cases, and this is just a testimony, the venue wherever I'm standing with all the pictures and photographs of Jayalalitha standing tall with, sharing dice with the Commissioner of Police and the DGP, all such pictures have been put up, but barely any photograph of the present Chief Minister O. Paneerselvam. Sudhir?
Right. TM Krishna, in another year you will be voting for a new government in Tamil Nadu. Will this over-the-top sycophancy and perhaps an I don't care attitude for what the people on the streets say, will it become an issue in the Tamil Nadu election?
I think it's a combination of both. I think there's two things. One is, of course, the law, the cases, the courts. That's one aspect. But there's something called propriety. I think that is where we are completely lost. I mean, to Jayalalitha's own credit, we have to say that she has kept pretty much a low profile by herself. But the fact is, her fans, her party people, everybody else are still making that whole, building that whole enigma kind of thing about her, that she's almost beyond everything else. She couldn't be wrong. She's goddess herself. So this whole sycophancy is there. And I think there is also a fact that she is beyond everything. And there is also a fact that we believe that law is only secondary to the character and the personality and who we believe the person is. And I think there is a problem there. There is a serious problem in the fact that we do not think that the law is important enough for us to be more careful with the way we behave in public life.
Right. TM Krishna and Shisha Reddy, thanks a lot for joining us there from Chennai. Now, every time we mention Kerala, we also know it as Hartal's own country, given the number of Hartals and Bandhs that the state has. But now, Keralites have found a new way of protesting. In fact, pretty annoyed with the corruption allegations against Finance Minister K.M. Mani. Malayalees all over the state, in fact all over the world, are actually donating and sending money to the Finance Minister, telling him not to accept bribes.
Kerala is protesting with more than a dash of humour. Youngsters are seeking arms to donate to Kerala Finance Minister K.M. Mani so he does not have to resort to taking bribes, as he has been accused of by bar owners.
It's a symbolic protest. The begging is a mode of protest which we choose as a symbol. What the UDF Minister K.M. Mani is doing there. So what she has done, it's a corruption. He has accepted or asked money to the bar owners to give the license.
मानी साहब ये जो किया हुआ है, इसे लोगों को मालूम होना चाहिए कि उन ये करके हम उन्हें साबित करना चाह रहे हैं कि वो जो कर रहे हैं उस पर वो शर्मिंदा हो.
If this was not enough, money orders have been pouring in into the post office near K.M. Mani's residence in both Kottayam and Thiruvananthapuram. These include contributions varying from 10 rupees to 500 rupees. In the last 1 week, 15,000 rupees have been sent by money order to K.M. Mani. With Rohini Swami, Bureau Report, Headlines Today.
Joining me now is our Deputy Editor Rohini Swami. Rohini, politically this is playing out pretty interesting in Kerala. The UDF, which Balakrishna Pillai is one of the founding fathers, is now being wooed by the LDF, despite him having corruption charges against him. Is there a chance that a year before the Kerala elections, Kerala Congress B may actually move over to the LDF?
Well, that's the way the LDF has been moved. Same time, what the UDF will have to do right now is damage control. This the whole controversy regarding, now it's being called the Bargate controversy, has definitely had its impact on the UDF, and the chances in the elections that are just coming round the corner in Kerala, the UDF will have to do a lot of face saving. And the anger that is seen on the streets of the youth going around holding Facebook campaigns, going on the streets begging for money, saying it's for K.M. Mani, itself shows the frustration amongst people on these corruption charges. not just against Mr. K. Mani, but UDF as a party itself. So one needs to see as to how the UDF itself will do a phase change. On the other hand, the LDF also, if they're looking at Mr. Balakrishna Pilla also crossing over to them, he's also not devoid of any corruption charges. So the whole point is that how does one, or how does Kerala, which is God's own country now, find itself to be an untainted place where none of the players in terms of the political parties do not are clean. All of them seem to have some taint of corruption or another.
Right. It's pretty interesting given the fact that both the print and television media are pretty strong and powerful there in Kerala. But perhaps the politicians, especially someone like Finance Minister K.M. Mani, does not have a clue on how to handle this outrage on social media, which is also visible now on the streets of Kerala.
Absolutely, he has not responded, but yes, we do know that on the sidelines he has spoken, and he has said that these contributions that are coming, he will be giving it in terms of some kind of donations to orphanages and other places. But the point is clear, it is not about the money that is going to him. People are saying, we are fed up with corruption charges, here don't take any bribes, we'll give you the money, please don't do this, don't taint the name of Kerala, don't taint the name of a place that people say we represent. Now that is the point that is being made, and not about Mr. Mani doing what he has to do with those kind of money orders. And they're pouring in thousands, 15,000 rupees in terms of money order contributed by people of Kerala to K.M. Mani in his Kottayam residence.
Now for an amazing story of a couple in Hyderabad. This couple, Uma and Krishna Prasad, have run in almost every place around the world. On the North Pole in Antarctica, in the Gobi Desert, and now they have done 7 half marathons in 7 continents in 7 days between January 17 and 24th. And now they are back home in Hyderabad. Okay, now Uma and Krishna Prasad join me from Hyderabad. Congratulations to both of you. You're almost like a couple on the run, a runaway hit. Uma, to you first, how do you manage this, and especially 7 half marathons, which is 21 kilometers in 7 continents in 7 days?
Yeah, initially I thought it is going to be difficult, but or impossible. I think the word impossible itself is having the word possible in that. We thought with determination, definitely we can do that. With that kind of mental frame we have done.
Right. As I said, you have run on the North Pole, in Antarctica, in the Gobi Desert, and many other cities around the world. How did you prepare for something like this within a span of 7 days?
First of all, so one has to make up their mind. They have to have the determination, and it's more a mental game rather than a physical game. Then once you are mentally made up, it's the physique that follows, and you have to start training slow, and then it has to be very disciplined, regular training.
Right. In this particular case, Krishna, it's also about the time factor. So obviously it must have been much more tough given the fact that you have to travel from one continent to another and do the marathon within a week.
We do yoga. That's a very important part of this. The limbs and muscles have to be in proper shape. And then, of course, we practice running and a few weights. So we run in the KBR park every day, or when that's not possible, at home on the treadmill. Or when I'm traveling, I try to do wherever possible.
Right. Uma, you're the first couple to do something like this. Now, what's the best part about running together?
It gives a lot of, encouragement, and in between also, it's some sort of challenging. Oh, you have done in this frame of time. Okay, let me also do that. And, the company also makes a lot of difference. So we compare each other, the notes, how we are doing and all when we are traveling, differently, like he'll be traveling, I'll be somewhere else and all. So we exchange the notes, and it's a nice kind of competition between each other.
Right. Uma and Krishna, we can't even imagine that kind of situation that you run in, obviously extremely tough conditions. Are there moments when you think that why am I doing this? Let me give this up. How do you deal with those kind of negative thoughts?
Actually, before starting itself, I thought, but once we have started, if we get that kind of thinking, it'll be difficult, because that's what it's all mental game. So you really have to think very, very positively all the time, and you have to keep going. And it is like you are acting like a machine, because you are just off the aircraft, quickly changing into the gear, go, run, come back, get into the aircraft, eat something, and then catch up on that sleep in that short time. So you just cannot think in those lines, come what may. Yeah, there are certain difficult situations we face, but why am I doing this? I never thought about it.
Right, Uma and Krishna Prasad, I must say that you are an awesome and an amazing couple. Congratulations to you once again. Keep running and we'll keep following you. Thanks a lot for joining us on Up South on Headlines today. That's it then on Up South. News and updates will continue on the other side of this very short break.